Figured I'd make a video. Sitting here waiting on this train. There's a lot for my subscribers to catch up to. I haven't made videos in a while, but a lot of things have changed since the last video I've made. I have an F-250. I've only had it for maybe 2 weeks. Runs pretty solid. Looks real good. I'll give you a picture of it somewhere here in the video. But it's used, so it's got some small drawbacks. Did the research. The research says that when you get these trucks, there's like 5 common problems. I'm not experiencing any issues outside of alignment, which you can see. But what I'd like to do is do some preventative stuff to the truck, because I want it to last, because it's a nice looking truck. So it has a front oil seal leak, so I want to get that repaired. But if I'm going to do that, another thing that they say about these trucks is that once you hit a certain mileage, you need to think about swapping out the timing chain, the tensioner, and the they call them phasers, little devices that are attached to the camshaft. Kind of look like rocker arms, but apparently they're built a little bit different than traditional rocker arms. There are needle bearings in them, and they're just different. But what I want to do is swap all of that out, and I'm gonna take it to the shop to do that. Something else I'll need to do, I don't know if it's lifted. It feels like it's lifted, but then I was parked next to a modern day F-250, and we were the same size, so I don't know. It has no side steps, so it is a chore to get up in here, but I like it like that. It's got custom wheels on it. So some of the things I'm gonna do myself, I'm not messing with the timing chain and front oil seal. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna send it to actually a Ford dealership. Some of these mom and pop shops just aren't as reliable as they used to be. They like to hold on to your car for extended amounts of time, and I really want it in and out. I don't want to be calling 2-3 weeks and it's still not ready, or the parts are not here, or whatever. I don't want to hear any of that. I'm talking maybe a week tops that they should keep my truck, and I'll go and do my job in the meantime. But I want to knock that out. Something else I'm going to do myself is replace some of the suspension parts. It's got some rough country shocks on the front. It's got some old shocks on the back. And as you heard probably through the video when I went over the tracks, something is loose, because there's a slight knock whenever you hit really rough pavement, like those railroad tracks, or say a pothole or something. So maybe it's a kingpin, maybe it's, I don't know, stabilizer link, control arm, bushings. Who knows? But I'll get under there and find out. And then I'll go and get it aligned. Little story on how I got this truck. The Monte Carlo that I had a damn tree fell on it. You know, this summer has been kind of different than previous summers. We've had lots of storms. Rains 2 and 3 times a week. I don't think I've experienced a July where we received as much rain as we have this year in many years before. So, yeah, I was in the house and I saw the winds kick up. I heard the tornado siren go off. And then after it stopped raining, it only rained maybe 5-10 minutes. And I walked out and boom. Huge tree and fell on my car. I had it insured. And they totaled it out. And that's how I ended up getting this. But just to catch you up, there will be no Monte Carlo Classic rebuild. I've got this because I've got a utility trailer, enclosed utility trailer full of lawn care equipment, so it made sense to get a truck. And since I've had this truck, I've been able to go and get supplies at will, as opposed to maybe waiting on my uncle, see if he can bring the van over and we load that up, or in certain cases going to U-Haul to rent a U-Haul truck to go pick up lumber. So all of that's over now. I've got my own truck. I've got a utility trailer. And what I did was I went and did just that. Picked up a lot of lumber and I repaired an exterior wall. The hell with repaired. I replaced completely, from the sill plate to the bottom plate to the top plate, the whole wall, all the studs, all of the blocking. I'll do a separate video of that. It was a really fulfilling job. Fulfilling because for months, maybe 3 or 4 months, I wasn't really sure how I was going to do it. Thought I would need to hire 2 and 3 people. You know, really procrastinated a lot on it because of the fear of essentially fucking it up. And then I heard a podcast or short video. I like listening to videos that talk about the human psyche. And it essentially told me what my issue was, and to stop being a bitch and to just do it. So one day I went and picked up the wood. The next day I just got up and started replacing, tearing it all out. And on the third day I finished. Did it all by myself, put 3/4 inch plywood on top. That stuff is very heavy. My body was sore for 2 days after that job. But I did prove to myself that I was quite capable of doing it. Doing it myself, no problem. And doing it well. And a lot of the knowledge I got to do it was on YouTube. And then the other half of it was simply looking at what the contractors before that I had hired came to do. And I'll give you a short story about why that contractor didn't finish the last wall in the other video, because that's going to be pretty interesting too. But I was able to do it, and it was a really good experience for me. Real big confidence booster. I mean, for me, I mean, I've never worked with wood and wouldn't dare do a job like that on someone else's home But I did have the confidence to do it on my own, and it was a good situation for me. Are they closed? They look like they might be closed. I only needed a couple, 2-3 things here, but it's starting to look like I won't be getting those today. Yeah, she's locking doors and checking the locks. Yep, closed. Got here just a little bit too late, and that's okay, because this is supposed to be a rest day for me anyway, but I just could not do something. And what I wanted to get was some hurricane ties for the house, and some nails for my nail gun. And no, I wasn't going to use them today, but I just wanted to buy them and have them. But anyway, I'm going to go vacuum this truck out. But yeah, the truck has definitely been a lifesaver, a great asset. And just got to put a little money into it. So I want to keep it, I want to keep it cool. It's a big truck, so I wouldn't really say it's great for a tremendous amount of city driving. But I knew that when I bought it. I've heard a lot of other people talk about how they wanted a big truck like this, and one of the things I'd always say is, man, them trucks are made for hauling in the highway. They're not really made to be going to grocery stores or going to the mall or just riding around in traffic. And now I get to experience that fully, because the thing takes up 2 parking spots. Not fully 2 parking spots, but it's long enough to where it doesn't feel safe parking around smaller cars like you see here. Everything is situated for me to have to park near the back of a store or the back of the parking lot, but not necessarily next to cars. And it is a lengthy truck, so some of these parking spots aren't even painted for a truck this size. They're just not. So that's how I end up taking 2 parking spots, the front one and the back. And they either just have to deal with that or whatever they want to do. I do enjoy it though, but I am looking for an economy size car so that I can run around the city and do my very basic things. Like I went to the mall today and had to park in the back. If I need to go to the laundromat, since I don't have the plumbing done yet, it's not necessary to fire up the big F-250 to make that happen. You can do it in something a little more economical. I put mid-grade in here, so it's about $90 for a fill-up, and that's from a quarter tank, so we're not talking $90 from E. It's probably a full 100, because I think last price I paid for mid-grade gasoline was $3.47, if I'm not mistaken. So that comes with the territory, right? But I really enjoy it. I really like it. I sit up high. It's got a commanding presence. This video is getting a little lengthy, so me just start wrapping it up. Fog lights work. However, one of them has water in it, in the lens, and it just sits there, and I didn't know how to get that out of there, and the lens looks a little ashy, and it was fairly cheap to just purchase new fog lights. So that'll happen here soon, as well as new headlight assemblies. I want them to be clear and clean, and you know, they look dated. They don't look bad. They're not new and clean and very shiny and all that. So that's what I'm gonna do. Put some new lenses on here. My reverse camera doesn't work. For the there's a little blue square picture, blue picture that pops up when I'm doing reverse. So that needs to be repaired. They say it's typically just a connector. We'll see. Seems inexpensive to fix too, whether it be the camera or the connector or whatever it may be. Doesn't seem too expensive. 2 tires, because this alignment is off due to those worn steering components. That right front passenger tire has less tread than the other 3. The one here on the driver's side in the front has a little more than the one on the passenger side, and then the 2 in the back are about the same. They look good. Also, I'm happy that those are fairly inexpensive. $216 per tire, and they're pretty good tires. I mean, they look like mud grappling, real knobby style tires. If we get up here in time before we hit 20 minutes, I'll get out and show you. I'll probably show you now anyway, because I don't want to make another video of showing you what we did or what we purchased. But I've been putting LEDs in the reverse lights. That's the only ones I've done so far in LED. They are super bright when I back this thing up. Give me a lot of light back there, so that's good. I don't know about doing LEDs for the headlights and all that. I definitely will do yellow LEDs for the fog lights. They used to typically only come in yellow, and at some point, I don't know when, fog lights became white light. And I've been in fog, and white light does not help when you're in fog. So I don't understand the purpose of putting white lights in fog lights, because all it does is kick the light back towards you. And I understand that they're lower to the ground, but I just don't get the logic. But luckily they make LEDs for fog lights that are yellow, and that's exactly what we'll be doing, putting in the yellow fog lights. Man, the police are definitely doing their thing today. But I already received the title. I'm gonna put this under my trucking company and hopefully use this as a tax write-off. The big beautiful bill should help me out on that. I think, if I heard it correctly, it doesn't have to be brand new. It just has to be an American-made car and new to you. So this would be new to me, and Ford is definitely an American-made truck. So I'm hoping that I can use this as a big tax write-off for my trucking company. That would be good. That would definitely help and make this purchase even better than I had imagined it would be. So, going over here and get a little bit of vacuum action. Actually, I think I might actually put water on it. There's this yellow stuff, like yellow dust, that comes off the tree. It's a cottonwood tree, and this particular cottonwood is already losing its leaves, and it has all its leaves in my damn yard, and it's got this yellow dust that seems to drape over pretty much everything. I'm not gonna wash it. I'm just gonna put some water on it, spray it down. I didn't bring the bucket. It's much more efficient, by the way, to just get a bucket, get some Rain-X soap, get you a couple little towels, rags, chamois things, I don't know. And you can really take your time and get a much better wash doing it by hand than you ever would going through crew car wash. I ain't saying nothing bad about them, I'm just saying, damn, that's my bad. So let me get out and show you. That's number one. Big drop. That's about, I don't know. You tell me if it's been lifted. Fog light right there has got water in it. These got this little haze on them, kind of yellowish. Just replace them, put some brand new ones in there. This is the one that doesn't have that much tread left. These are the leaves. This is the truck. Those are more leaves. Big ass leaves. They don't even fly out of here when you're driving. This is the yellow dust. This is the camera I was talking about that's not working. It may be because of this. This wasn't here when I bought it, so I'm not sure what's going on here. I heard that this is a step of some sort. Except I don't even know how the hell to get this step out. I've never sat here and played with it, to be quite honest with you. Give me some time. I've been on the road and working on the house primarily, but it's a 5.4 liter. Those are them old bullshit shocks I got on there. It's got a good spare, good tread. Very light rust. A little here. I'm gonna have to tend to it. But don't really see anything rusty. These are the rough country shocks. Yeah, so let me get to it. I'm gonna go ahead and wash it. I'm gonna take a photo of that front end suspension, go on Rock Auto and see if I can, or OEM Ford parts, one of the two. See if I can find me some replacement parts. I'm gonna go ahead and have to, they're gonna be pissed, but I'm gonna have to leave these leaves here. I don't know if I should do that because I see that girl out there sweeping, and that just may be a little too mean for me. I think I'll take them back home with me. They'll be all right. Need a bigger ball hitch. This is perfect for the trailer, but this little thin piece of metal for the type of trailer I got, I think I need something beefier. Seen a beefier one for 54 bucks. Just, you know, when I hook it up, it doesn't look right. This thing look like it's just under so much stress. It doesn't weigh the truck down. The truck holds up everything nice. It's just this L situation here, especially when I'm looking at other trucks, and none of the other trucks have one this flimsy. They all have something much beefier, so I'm gonna replace this. But anyway, like I said, let me get to it. Go ahead and spray this thing down and get it vacuumed and going about my business. I'll show you something about the house in my next video. I'll talk to you.